Words went from male to female. It's okay now. Basically, there's a woman out there that got pummeled. Okay, who knows how long she trained to be an Olympic class boxer, only to have things go this way when she steps in the ring, right? Um, I'm convinced, ladies and gents, I really am convinced that the people that do these things can't compete as men. They can't. They're it's not like champions of men's sports decide one day that they're going to be women and do these things. And I don't understand what kind of a mindset even a person who has the musculature and the testosterone chromosomes, right, of a man wants to beat up a woman. I'll never understand that. I'll never understand that. You could try all you want. You could say, "Oh, Otter, it's just that's how they feel. Don't hurt their feelings." Yeah, well, I'll tell you what. That I think she was Italian. That Italian boxer's more than her feelings were hurt. I'll tell you that. Maybe she got a busted nose or a concussion. Who knows? Who knows? But if you are a communist, you could always just say, "Oh, it's only a woman," because that's what communists do. They make excuses for everything. Everything that is horrible in this world, they espouse and then make excuses for it on, like, the Ellen Show or The View, something like that. And then there's millions and millions of people that agree with them because so many hours of TV will make you, and I want to use the word, but I don't want to insult people who have less intellectual ability than the average human by birth, and it's not their fault. But if someone watches TV news or The View a little too much, well, it is your fault that you're a what, that your mental capacity has been greatly stunted. It's your fault. We just got to let the blame fall where it is, it's destined to fall, right in the lap of a person who watches TV, especially those shows. I got nothing else for you on that. So, another raging California wildfire. This is out of Zero Hedge. Would you believe that? Oh, gee, I'll bet you they're getting federal funding for that, to fight that fire. That some either knucklehead, terrorist, or communist started a fire like that because, well, they needed more money, right? They had to get more money. They got to feed the monkey, right? Chihuahuas, man. So they got another wildfire over there. Oh, but, they're making things greener. Isn't that nice? Isn't that great that they could make things greener over there in California by burning the place up? What? How hard is it to clean up brush underneath power lines? And how is that against weather? The stretch that these people make is just incredible. Anti-humanity, one, because they want less of us. Anti-nature, two, because, well, hey, guess what carbon dioxide is, everybody? It's plant food. What are we going to do without plants? Right? Why? Because they give us oxygen. We breathe the oxygen. We breathe out carbon dioxide so the plants can breathe and supply us more oxygen. Wow! Isn't that amazing? And all these climate change people, they really like being wrong. Now, here's another thing. This came out also in Zero Hedge. Apparently, if you haven't paid attention, there was a really successful mayor in New York City. Now, I am not a fan either of New York and more so New York City. Not a fan at all. I think it very much espouses both the state and the city of New York, very much espouse, I won't even say left-leaning anymore, communist tactics, communist ideals, steal from Joe to pay Frank kind of thing because, well, Joe's successful and Frank doesn't want to get off the couch. So why not do something like that, via government? Just basically order people to do whatever it is that you want them to do. They give up money, like, I don't know, let's say, do things they don't want to do, which in this case, it was Rudy Giuliani. So Rudy Giuliani was a very successful, by most counts, I never lived there, thank God, a very successful mayor of New York City. I'm just, if I look distracted, please, I'm on the Facebook feed right now, just looking to see if anybody had popped up. And if anybody's out there throwing some stuff up they want to see, it doesn't look like it right now. So what I'm looking at is Facebook, and boom, I got it. Window and window, and we don't want that. So we're just looking here for comments. Don't see anything yet. Now, what's going on with this case? He was, just like Donald Trump was, basically targeted by the usual suspects, right? The deep state political apparatus, because they have to have a communist in office. They have to do whatever it takes. So there are other, they're 2021, that guy burned out. I mean, Joe is just literally burned out. Sometimes I wonder if his son smokes crack. Does Joe feel the high? I don't know, but he doesn't seem to inhabit this world that often. Who knows how that works? Never smoked crack, thankfully. Hopefully, I'll be able to retire soon, and maybe me and Hunter can hang out. Just kidding. Anyway, so Rudy Giuliani, and this is an interesting case because they want to bankrupt him. They want to bankrupt Trump. They want to bankrupt you. They want to steal all your money, but they want you to keep working so you can keep giving them money. Okay, they want that. So Rudy Giuliani has been forced to apparently pay $400,000. And now I'm sure he's paid much more than that in legal fees, defending from this, attack. But this particular $400,000 is going to pay a financial advisor hired by the people that are trying to bankrupt him. Yeah, judges do that, especially in New York. They do whatever they please. They do whatever they please in New York. Okay, we saw that with the Trump trial. We saw that with the jokers that they can't. Nobody's going to believe changing a fake misdemeanor charge into a fake felony charge is going to work unless you're in New York. If you're in New York, those kind of things fly as long as you give money to the right people. That's what's going to happen. You're going to be able to persecute someone on political grounds for whatever you want. If you have the money, okay, and you pay the right people, you could do anything you want in New York. And we're finding that it happens in a lot more states also. The VP pick for Trump has already visited the border, apparently. I guess he went to Arizona, went to the border and said, this sucks. So, I mean, what are you going to say? The future, Lord willing, future VP, okay, depending on what happens, we don't know. We don't know. We could have another, 10, 14 day election day with all kinds of stuff going on. I mean, we might have millions upon millions of foreign voters voting because, well, communists have done a lot to make it legal. And they might even do it illegally. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that happens. Please don't think I'm trying to scare anyone. I'm not doing that. I'm being realist. The ultimate realist will say this, and I'm going to say it. God is in control. He's not going to do things that all of us will understand, including myself. Because, well, one, I'm not God. Two, he doesn't have to give up his methods to us. What right do we have to demand his methods? We don't have that right. So we're going to have to live with stuff no matter what. Do I think Donald Trump is going to win? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. So regardless of what happens in November, what I believe we should do is just keep on keeping on, ladies and gents. We've got a lot to live for. And for any of you who listen to this show or any other show for that matter, but I'm the only one doing this one. I'm the only one crazy enough to do this one. So I'm going to talk to you via this show. Don't give up. You know, I got this one, right? Never give up. I don't know how it comes out on your screen, whether it's reversed or not, but got some great coffee. You ought to check this out. These people don't pay me a dime. In fact, I buy their stuff. This is whole bean. See if you can see this. Okay. It might be reversed on your screen, but this is called Cameron's Organic Coffee. Now, I don't love Amazon, but I do get it from Amazon. So it's a 4-pound bag, and it's like $23 and change. Now, I grind that stuff up, and I get the best coffee. And if you know me, you know I love coffee. And again, these people are not paying me. I'm just giving this information out for you if you're a coffee lover, because that stuff's great. Anyway, that's what I'm sipping on here, just in case anybody wondered. And if you can't see, I've got my mug up. It's got the face of a president on it and says never surrender. You guess which president. So as I said, I don't have a lot more to talk about, ladies and gents. It doesn't look like anybody's popping up right now. Got a lot of busy people out there, I know. And that's why I appreciate those of you that come back, because I see this on my Facebook feed, that the views rise throughout the weekend and so forth. And I appreciate that. We don't all have time that we can just, dedicate to a podcast. I understand that completely. But there's just something about what I do. And the radio station, 97.7 KCYP, the city out of McAllen, Texas. Joe Martinez is running a great show over there. I'm telling you, things are not easy. He's losing, a lot of the funding. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but it is a nonprofit, right? He runs this. He does a lot of great things there out of the McAllen Creative Incubator. It was the old McAllen Public Library. So he, if you're a business person or if you're somebody like me who just wants to do a radio show, get with him. Look up his Facebook page, 97.7 KCYP, the city. Look up his YouTube. He's on YouTube. So just check it out. You can get in touch with him. And I'll tell you what, I love doing this show. I appreciate you guys watching. I want blessings to go out to you. So what am I going to do? I'm going to ask God for those blessings for all of you that are out there. May your lives be better. May your lives continue with blessings. And may your family be guarded and well. Because that is important. The family, the nuclear family, the invention of God, okay? Mom, dad, children. That invention, that original OG family, okay? Doesn't matter what color of God's creature you are. We all come from one set of parents. That whole, let's separate this person from that person based on height, weight, color, whatever. That is a scheme, ladies and gentlemen. A dirty, rotten scheme to get you and me divided. We don't have to play by their rules. We're all the same. We all come from one blood, okay? We come from one blood. It's all red, too, by the way. I don't know if that was intentional by God, but I would imagine it is. We're all pretty much the same. We're humans. One species. That's it. We don't have any other. So they can divide all they want, but we don't have to listen to them. That said, I think our country, the current one we're in right now, doesn't need a revolution. We need a reformation. And what happens in a reformation? The country's basic, okay, and we're talking about national reformation, okay? We're not talking about religious reformation. A national reformation requires a nation to go back to its founding principles if it wants to be the way it was, in this case, when we were great. Okay. The United States was at one time a great nation. Now that is questionable at best. However, when we were great, we went by a schematic, a set of rules, a set of guidelines, principles for allowing as many people in our country liberty. Yes, when we founded this nation, well, I wasn't there, but when the nation was founded, there was a thing called slavery. There was. And contrary to popular belief, it wasn't the main goal of Abraham Lincoln to free slaves. In fact, he is quoted as saying that if he could win the war without freeing the slaves, he would have done so. Chew on that, everybody, if you're looking into history, okay? The history we're taught is not real history. It's just the history people want us to know. And they're not nice people. Anyway, the fact of the matter is, slavery is horrible. It's ugly. God doesn't like it. Oh, you get those Old Testament critics that are going to come out and tell you things, but I have ways of reading, and those ways of reading tell me that God loves everyone, including those that are slaves right now, today, in today's age. Yes, slavery is bigger now than it ever was, unfortunately. It is a sin. It's not right. It's evil. That is for sure. It's evil. But I just wanted to say all that to say that our nation got better. Our nation cured that ill. Okay, why? Because built into the schematics of our nation was the ability to improve. So that ability to improve equates to what we call amendments. So the Constitution can be amended for various different things. And it's been done fairly often. One of the best ones, of course, was, well, and some of you might argue, okay? But the women's rights, in my opinion, weren't clearly authenticated or clearly articulated enough. Apparently, women are human, right? So they should be able to vote and all that good stuff. But now they can. So regardless of your sex, male or female, you can vote in the United States of America. What I ask is learn what America used to be when it was great. Learn how we became great. And let's do it again. Let's do it again. Because the direction we're going in is not going to be fun for any of us working people. It's not going to be. Just not going to be. I won't go too far afield on all that. But all that to say that we can literally, if we work together, make America great again. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm not in a cult like, some people who watch TV might think that, MAGA's a cult. I mean, I'm sure some people take admiration too far with, the cult of personality of Donald Trump, right? I'm sure they do. Not me. And not most of us, not 99% of us. We just want America back, man. We don't want it to go to the commies. That's it. So, all that to say, thank you for watching. God bless you. And have a great Thursday. Oh, by the way, hi, Dad, if you guys are watching. I love you guys. Bye.